We'll show him as much mercy as...
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Sideways. How was the Black Shields?
Come along now. We'll find another bridge.
The bastards are lucky I did that.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here! On these our swords we swear!
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons!
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Get him!
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point, that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Wait, my lord.
Over here!
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Finished, are you? Is it business or pleasure? You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
I didn't take you for a scholar.
Oh, this? I borrowed it from old tomes.
think
Where's your sense of adventure, Sid? From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this...
if it's my blessing you're hoping...
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. But you're made of sterner stuff.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for...
Fantastic! Thank you.
So,
Chance's stew. It was once the only problem is that while the recipe is a beast, no doubt, most likely something that would make easy work of a soup.
does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets...
Roses. One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something.
Nothing but unwanted violets will do. If I'm to resurrect
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Against the gloom of night.
typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, so... You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive! Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
There are new billets being... Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something...
It's Blackthorn. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally, it only takes a couple of drinks. Something's getting him down. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his...
Fine.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let...
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
There's talk at the glass gate.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
All anyone ever wants anyone is...
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bush.
Good girl. Run like the wind. This isn't gonna be easy. Nice try. Too slow. Now, Torgo! To me, boy. Nice try. Waken! Get him! That's better. Over here! Get him! Rest well. I know I will. Come on. Run like the wind. Enough of you, are there? Thanks, Gal. Forgive me. This one. To me, Flames! Over here! This one. Hope there aren't any more of them.
Stay sharp.
What are you after? There you go. That all, is it?
But the Empire have dragoons, wyverns.
And we have each other.
Do you know the words to the second verse of The Phoenix Sleeps in the Rosebed? One of my clients can't go to sleep without me singing him old Rosarian lullabies. Only I've quite forgotten how it goes. Do you know the words to the second verse of The Phoenix Sleeps in the
Ah, welcome. Time's
unwanted violets.
Why, you're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what used to chuck 'em in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. And even if they were, you would...
Do the scorpions still live?
I dare say they do.
Thank you.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we? So,
Thank you for sticking with us.
Stay sharp.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against. I'd better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with it?
You wouldn't be wrong.
Into the pot. I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm, not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so... I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure.
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing, really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud.